Good afternoon and welcome to day 18 of How to Grow Your Donor Base in 20 Days. My name is Mandy Pierce and I'm the owner of Funding for Good, and welcome to our home offices here in Hickory, North Carolina. Strategy 18 goes back to the plan that we talked about in day 1 and part of that plan should be goals and strategies. You need to set goals for your plan such as we're going to increase this segment of our donor base by this percentage or by this number. We're going to implement this particular idea or project in order to attract new donors. We're going to increase the gifts of 25% of our $100 donors, etc. So those are actual goals. And then you have to have a strategy for how you're going to accomplish that goal. It's great to set goals, to say, oh, I want to get 100 new donors that are giving $1,000 or more. Well, that's great. That's a wonderful way to raise $100,000 extra dollars for your organization. But if you don't have a plan for how you're going to do that and you can't actually work towards making it happen, then really you're just kind of dreaming. It's helpful to know we have 75 people in our donor base who are currently giving $750, between $750 and $1,000. So we feel like it's reasonable that we can move 30 of them up to $1,000, right? So that might be a way I increase my donors to 1,000. Maybe you're going to target X number of new businesses in your community or businesses who've never given to you before to get them to be a business sponsor at $1,000 or more. Maybe you're going to look through your last year but not this, your Lybunts and your Sybunts, people who have given some year but not this, or lapsed board members or businesses who had sponsored an event in the past but haven't been asked to participate again in several years, to get them re-engaged. And maybe when you run those reports you see, oh, we have 60 people on this list. I think it's reasonable to think that we could re-engage at least 20 or 30 of them, right? So once you have all of these strategies for how you're going to get to 100 donors that are giving 1,000 or more this year, then you can start working towards that. You can start measuring that every month. You can break that out by departments, or maybe you have groups within your organization that are doing fundraising. Maybe your board has broken up into 4 groups and they're competing to see who can accomplish their goal. So then you can start giving out information to those folks and saying, okay, your goal is to get 1 of these $1,000 donors or 5 of these $1,000 donors, etc. And then it's something you can actually work towards, measure, help your staff with. If you're a small shop and you're doing this all by yourself, then it really helps you to kind of say, if I need to get 100 new donors in this category and I do year-round fundraising, this is how many of those I need to secure every month. Or if we have a campaign that's at a particular time of year, maybe I'm going to get the bulk of them during that period of time, and I can measure whether or not I actually accomplished that or not. When I was a development director, and even with my current coaching clients, I run reports every month. If it was me myself, I run reports more often than every month. I like to run weekly, bi-weekly reports to kind of see where I am, keep track of what I'm doing, and then quarterly reports for the board of directors to be able to say, this is where we are, this was our goal, this is where we are in meeting that goal. We are ahead of our projection for the year, we're behind our projection for the year, we need your help, we're right on track, whatever that happens to look like. But if you do not have measurable goals and strategies to help you accomplish them, it's going to be hard for you to increase your donor base just by saying, ooh, this year we'd like to increase our donor base by, 16%. Well, that's great and that's a wonderful goal to have, but how are you going to do it? That's the step that a lot of people miss. They don't create that plan that helps them accomplish their goals. Sort of like strategic planning. If your organization doesn't have a strategic plan, how can you tell people where you're trying to go and how you hope to get there as an organization? So I encourage you, now is the time of year to start looking at your development plan for 2017. Because by the time the end of the year gets here, you're going to be really ramped up on holiday activities, holiday fundraising, end of year, last gifts, writing your tax letters for the coming year, closing out accounts and trying to collect on invoices, and those things are going to kind of fall by the wayside. So start thinking about it now, so when you get ready to write your plan, you can write it, you can be effective with it, and then you can start implementing it right away as soon as January gets here, assuming that you're on a January-December cycle. So that is day 18. Check back in with us tomorrow for day 19. Check back in on the other 17 videos if you haven't had a chance. None of them are terribly long. Join us here on our community Funding for Good on YouTube. Subscribe to our channel or follow us on Facebook. These are posted there as well. Hope you have a great day. Check back in tomorrow. See you soon.